Hi, this is Randall with Carter Hill Honeybees. Today's Saturday, March 27th, 2021. And had a swarm in this yard yesterday. The colony right behind me swarmed. But after I caught the swarm, I was trying to figure out which colony swarmed, and I took a peek in this one yesterday afternoon. And I noticed this colony is literally about to explode in population. So I want to show you what that looks like. It is not committed to swarm yet, but it is very close from what I could see yesterday. So I want to show you what that looks like today. And also I'm going to go ahead and add some supers, and I may pull a frame or two of brood from it just to be safe and yank it back just a little bit. But this is one of my Carniolan splits from last August. I was fortunate enough to be able to get this one built up pretty good late last summer. But this is really impressive to me. So let's get the top off and let's see what we got. A lot of bees on the inner cover, ever so easily letting them down. So I run 9 frames, but there's clearly a good 9-10 frames of coverage in here at least. So I'm gonna make myself a little bit of room right here on the end. There's nothing on this frame but pollen and honey and bees, and this frame is covered on both sides. I mean, it is really has a lot of bees. Very impressive. So I'm going to set that to the side. Got a few bees looking at me, so I'm going to knock them back down. That one bumped my finger there. So here we go. Well, actually I may be a little late. There's a couple of queen cells. This colony is fixing to swarm. I'm going to try to turn it around. This may not work. I didn't come all the way across it yesterday, so I didn't see those. So that may be the first 2 cells that they're building. Yeah, I've definitely caught it just before it's swarmed. I'm going to have to shake all these bees down. Make sure I get every swarm cell, and then get my boxes back on here. Man, there's a lot of bees in here. I should have been doing this about a week and a half ago. Hi, this is Randall with Carter Hill Honeybees. Today is Saturday, April the 3rd, 2021. Last Friday, I can't remember the exact date right at this moment, I started a video which this hive here I had checked that day, and I checked this one right after I caught the swarm in that dogwood tree over there, trying to figure out which one it come out of, which it come out of. Well, it didn't come out of that one because I done took them home. But anyway, when I checked, I started on this side of the box, and I pulled 4 or 5 frames out that was capped with brood. And my thoughts was this would be a good idea to pull and just show, you know, the capped brood, how it was about to initiate the swarming impulse. And I put it back together, and I come back in a couple of hours I come back towards the end of the day, and I started the video. Except when I started on this side, and the first or second frame in, there was already a capped swarm cell, and I found about 3 more. So I got up and stopped the video. I was kind of running out of time, and I needed to take action right then, and I just didn't have time to follow it. So basically what I did was go home and got these supers and brought me a nuke box up here, and I destroyed the swarm cells. I shook the bees down, put a queen excluder on, and brought 4 frames of brood, capped brood up here that was starting to emerge, or going to emerge shortly, but they was capped. Come back in about an hour, removed the 4 frames of brood. The queen was trapped underneath the queen excluder. Took them home. I had one nuke that was still really weak, so I boosted that nuke with this brood and the attached bees. So today I want to pull this hive down and see if I was successful. If I was, there should be no more swarm cells. If I'm not, then they should have started constructing more swarm cells. But it looks like they've settled in and went to work pretty good. They're bringing in a lot of pollen. So let's take a look and see what we have. So there's already bees working up in here a little bit, but I think they're just up here absorbing some of the warmth. Now I see some bees working in some of these cells, so let's see what's going on in here. So they're already depositing nectar in here, so that's great. This frame is probably close to being almost half full, and they look like they're putting nectar in about 2 or 3 more. So this is probably where the bulk of the heat's coming up through here. Seeing a lot of bees right here. And this is the warm side of the box. The sun predominantly is on this side, especially in the afternoon. And I'm seeing a few eggs in the bottom of this one. So let's go on down and take a look in the brood chamber. So this would be one of the frames that I put in when I come back up here. They put some nectar in there. I don't see any eggs in it. We've had a couple of cool, brisk days the last couple of days, and then a day of rain. So they've only had a couple of good days of flying weather. I don't know if this is translating real well, but that young brood, that young larva right there, has got ample nutrition. There's plenty of jelly around it. Completely covers the bottom of the cells. That is ideal, and that's what you would expect to see this time of the year. Absolutely beautiful right there. Another great frame of capped brood. This frame has got a lot of eggs in it. So I think I may be successful in keeping this colony from swarming. I've yet to see any evidence that they're trying to restructure and rebuild. Well, right here's a queen cut, but there's nothing in it. So this is definitely a good sign in my book. So I think I might have been just called it the last possible moment to turn it around, although anything is still possible. But I'm really confident that they have not swarmed. This colony is looking really, really good. And at the first of the video, it probably looks like there's a whole lot more bees in here. There's also a lot of bees that's moved up in these mediums. It has relieved the congestion quite a bit. Basically, I had one capped queen cell when I found it, and about 3 or 4 more that was probably a few days old. Destroyed those, actually used those same frames of brood. They was capped. Boosted another colony and put 4 drawn out frames in there, and then these 3 mediums on top. So looks like I was successful in saving this colony from swarming at the last minute. Well, this is really the first time I've tried it. Never done this before, so it seemed like it was successful. I'm not saying it would work every time, but in this case it appears that it worked. So I really don't know what to call this video, but my intention was to show a colony that was literally about to explode in population, and supering it at the last minute before it initiated swarming in pullets. Obviously I was late, so it kind of gave me an opportunity to do another similar experiment to the one I did a few weeks ago. So far it was pretty successful. So I'm well pleased with the results at this point. So hoping this colony will go ahead and take on off and continue to store nectar and expand the brood nest. We're just now getting into the start of swarm season. Well, I appreciate you for joining me for this video, and we'll see you next time.